And we had some technical difficulties, but I've got the talented, and I've been going over your resume, Lisa Renee Pitts, and you do everything. You're a multimedia person.
Yes, I love it all from the theater to television and film. I even narrate audiobooks. I just love the written word, no matter how I get to perform it.
Yeah, I see you got tons of awards for audiobooks, and I'm going to get into that. But tell me a little bit about your role in A Beautiful Noise.
Yes, thank you so much. I play, well, the title of the show is A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical, and I play Neil Diamond's therapist. And it's through our sessions that we take a look back on his life, where
Oh,
he was when
wow.
he wrote particular songs, what was happening in his private life or his musical life. And so it's through our sessions that he has a few aha moments that help him to reassess things that happened in his childhood and how he can move forward in his present day life.
Oh, that's a real cool role. So
Yes.
you're kind of you're his therapist, and so you're taking him through his entire life, or at least up till the time you start your sessions.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because his family, they say he's a little bit hard to live with. So they make him come to these therapy sessions. And again, it's through these sessions that we just take a look back on all of the biggest times in his life, whether it was a good time or a bad time. So you really learn a lot about Neil Diamond.
Okay, were you a Neil Diamond fan before you started to play?
I cannot honestly say that I was. I knew of Neil Diamond because I'm also from Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, just
Okay,
like Neil
all right.
Diamond. Yes, yes. So I knew some of his songs, but I can't necessarily say I was a fan, but now I am definitely a fan.
I'm sure you are because you're hearing all that wonderful music
Yes.
constantly, nightly, and now the words are stuck in your head because they come on the radio and you can say each one.
Each one, every time. It doesn't matter where we are, where we go, we are going to hear Sweet Caroline. Okay. I
You
think
are.
everybody can say that.
Well, Neil Diamond is like the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, and a couple other people. No matter where you go in the world, you'll hear one of his songs at least once a day somewhere.
Absolutely. At one point, he was bigger than Elvis.
I believe that because, and
Absolutely.
he's endured longer than Elvis. Um, did you see the play when it was on Broadway, or you just when you auditioned for the touring cast?
Yes, I did not see it on Broadway. It was on Broadway actually for a year, but I just read the show when I was auditioning for it. And we do have our lead actor, Nick Fradiani, who plays the younger version of Neil. He was a member of the Broadway cast, so he's leading our touring company now.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Um, what do you have? You got a favorite song from me doing touring, or you really just like them all?
I love them all. I have done over 400 performances of this show. And
Wow.
each night I'm just, oh, I love that one. Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, this is my favorite number coming up. They are all just so enticing and they make you think and they're so relatable. I just enjoy each and every one of them.
Okay, you guys both of you guys came from New Jersey.
New York City, Brooklyn,
Oh,
New
oh,
York.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Okay, so y'all East Coast folks.
Yes, but I actually did go to school in New Jersey, and my family lives in New Jersey now. So New York, New Jersey, we kind of cohabitate.
Okay, I've never been to either one, but I always wanted to go to New York. But hey, maybe I will. Um, do you have a preference from between theater and movies and radio, or do you just like them all, or it's
Again,
whoever's offering the role?
that part too. But each one has its own technique. When you're on stage, you're trying to reach that last person sitting at the top of the theater. And when you're on television, it's so intimate, and television and film, they each require a different technique, but I love each entity they're just wonderful to just be able to bounce between all of them, just to tell the story.
I think in theater you're getting a different response every night because it's never the same crowd. And like you say, you got to project up to the balcony. It's not like, if you do a movie or a television show until you get reviews or, you don't know how people feel about it. But in theater, you know immediately.
Immediately, and it's live, so anything and everything can and does happen, from people forgetting lines to furniture breaking to the lighting goes out, and you have to keep going. It's just there's no thrill like it. There's really no thrill like it. As we say to each other before we go on stage, I'll see you on the ice, because that's really what it is.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Um, let's see, I'm losing my train of thought because there's so many questions I want to ask you. Did you start acting in grammar school, high school, college?
Yes, I started acting actually in my bathroom mirror.
Oh, wow.
I used to create stories, and my family would say, "Oh my goodness, she's in the bathroom creating again." So I have a wonderful family who has supported me from day one. I went to performing arts, junior high school, majored in theater in college, and here I am.
Okay. Now, what was your first television show, if you can remember?
I do. That was Law and Order. Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
bang, bang.
Baby, that's right. It's a rite of passage for every New York City actor.
Okay, so who did you play in that?
I
Okay.
forget my character's name, but my boyfriend, I'll never forget it. He was accused of murdering the major person who dies in that episode. So I had to come to his defense, and it was just great. I'll never forget it.
Okay, now
It
what was your
plays every
first?
now and again now too.
Okay, oh, so I can. Do you know the name of the episode?
I don't, but you can Google it. I'm sure it'll come up, or on IMDb.
Okay, and just put Lisa Marie Pitts and then I see Law and
Yes.
Order and it'll come
If
up.
you put in Lisa Renee Pitts, Law and Order, I'm sure the episode will pop up.
Okay, so how did you start with theater or did you start with movies?
Yes, I started in the theater because when you train, you're usually training from a theater perspective. And then, that's pretty much where I would say 80% of artists who train get their start in the theater, doing local theater or off Broadway, wherever they live. And then you kind of expand. Sometimes a lot of people just love the theater and stay in the theater. Like Chicago's a big theater town.
Yeah, it is. And we
Hmm.
got theater everywhere, and it's
Yes.
always a. I think, except for maybe Broadway, we got more theater than any city in the country.
Absolutely, and so well respected. We have a few native Chicagoans in our production as well, so they'll be happy to be back home performing for the hometown.
Okay, can you remember the first movie you did?
The first movie I did was, oh my gosh, the first television movie I did was about the first time that the World Trade Center was hit.
Okay,
Um, it was called Path to Paradise. Path to Paradise. The
okay,
first time that the World Trade Center was bombed, I did a television movie for that. And my first movie, oh my goodness, my first movie. Dang, I have to look that up myself. I don't even really remember what was my first movie.
okay. Now I see you did Straight Outta Compton. What was that experience?
You know, King George, I hadn't even dreamt that dream, to play an icon, to be able to tell an icon story like Dr.
Yes,
Dre.
yes, yes.
When that came about, I was just I can't even put it into words. It was just a fantastic experience. That was the first time being a part of a blockbuster film. Our director, F. Gary Gray, and Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube, and all of our producers, just so supportive and encouraging. And I'm so glad that that movie has just touched so many people. I remember going to the movie theater when it was out, and I would just watch the people in the audience. You would have every nationality, every age, Everybody was going to see Straight Out of Compton, and I'm just so honored to have been a part of telling that story.
Okay, that's great. You do so much stuff, so I'm going around and around. So
Yes.
forgive me. Um, the audio books. How did you
Yes.
get into that?
Actually doing a play. I'm from New York, but I'm based in Los Angeles now.
Okay.
And I was doing a play, and a producer for audiobooks loved my voice and my presence acting and asked me if I would like to audition for to narrate an audiobook. And I said, "Wow, I love to read. Sure, that sounds interesting." And she's actually a member of that company where I was doing the play. I auditioned and I booked it, and I've been doing it for over 10 years now. I have over close to 300 titles on every
Wow.
platform you can think of, and I do everything from romance to African American culture and history, sci-fi, you name it, I've read it.
And then do you do that with somebody in the room with you, or you just got a script and you read it and you emote?
I've done both. More so than not, especially after COVID, I do a lot of them on my own, where I play everybody. I play the husband, the wife, the dog, the heir,
Wow.
everybody.
That's amazing. Give me a brief synopsis of A Beautiful Noise.
A brief synopsis is this is Neil Diamond's story. And we want you all to come out and see us because for all the Neil Diamond fans, you're going to get the sequence, you're going to get the music, the spectacle, but you're also going to get this two-character intimate play that talks about something, a subject matter so important like mental health. So you're going to get the best of both worlds, and I promise you a good time.
Okay, and that's a good thing, but it'll be gone. But this is Mental Health Month, so
Yes,
it's very important and it's very timely, especially the way the world is today. So,
absolutely.
everybody's suffering from some form of mental health, or they know somebody that has. And it's interesting that how famous people you think they're famous and they're famous and rich, that they don't have mental health problems, but they do.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. Anxiety, fear, feeling overwhelmed, all of those things. And again, we think we put our celebrities on pedestals as if they don't have everyday issues. And I just honor Neil Diamond for putting his story out there to say, I can get help, you can get help, and this is what helped me. So I give him a lot of credit for telling the truth about his own story.
Okay, have you had a chance to meet Neil Diamond?
Absolutely. When we performed in Los
Oh,
Angeles,
wow.
he came out and we were told the day before, but the audience had no idea he was coming. And I tell you, it gives me goosebumps now. The energy was just electric when they we announced him at the end.
Yeah, I was
Um,
going to ask at the end that you introduce
yes,
them to the audience.
they did,
And
and
they,
I mean it was
excuse my French, but they went ape shit.
I couldn't have said it better. And he was able to sing Sweet Caroline with
Oh,
us.
wow.
I mean, just in never forget it. And I did get to meet him and tell him that I'm from Brooklyn, New York, too.
And how is he as a person?
Wonderful. He took the time. Our company is a touring company of about 50 people, and he
Okay.
took the time to meet each one of us. Oh, it's almost making me cry
That's down
individually
to earth. He's a
to
real
say
down to
thank
earth
you.
guy.
To say thank you. And as you know, at this time, he has Parkinson's disease. Um, but just so generous. He and his wife, Katie, so generous, so proud of us for taking on this task of telling his story. And I just couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
Okay, now I asked this question of everybody I interview, and you basically fit all the niches. Because can you think back and when you got the paradigm shift where you said, I may teach a little bit, or I may be a policewoman or a teacher, but what I want to do is perform. Performance is what I want to do. Can you remember that hit you?
You know, I've always wanted to be an actor, an actress. And as I mentioned, I have such a supportive family. When I said I wanted to be an actress, it was as if I said to my parents, "Oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer." That's how supportive they were of this journey with me. And it's been a journey. And during my down times when I would get frustrated or I wasn't working and I wanted to teach or do other things, all of those other things help me as an actress today. They give me perspective, life perspective when I did teach, when I was in market research, when I was, calling people to sell the newspaper. I use all of that information from my life to put into my acting life, to tell stories from of people with different perspectives. So I've always been on this journey to be an actress. There was no turning from it. But all of those times when I've done quote unquote other things to pay the bills, they are all helpful in me being having information to tell the story of all these different characters.
So it kind of gave you a frame of reference to life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, all of my characters, they're Lisa. They come from me. That's the beauty of when people watch auditions. You can see five people say the same lines, but neither one of
No,
us are
no,
going to say it
nobody
the
says it
same.
the same.
No, because I have a different perspective because of where I'm from, who I am, blah, blah, blah.
So,
And that's
so
the
you
beauty.
put your experiences you've been through in living into it. And
Absolutely.
so, what I hear what they say in movies, where I get my motivation. You get your motivation from your life experiences.
Absolutely. And if I have not had that experience, I have techniques where I can create that and really believe it and I can believe it. But yes, it was all drawn from me. And that's what some of the greatest actors, that's why they're so great because you can relate. You feel as if it's truthful. And it's truthful because they lived it. And if they haven't, they're able to create it in such a way where they really believe it and you believe it. So that's the beauty of the great actors.
Okay. You're coming in November. Where are you at now? And where do you go before you get back to here? Once you
Okay.
get here.
Yes, right now we are in Fort Worth, Texas. We'll be here for a week. From there, we're going to Houston, New Orleans, and then Chicago.
Damn, so that's amazing.
Yes.
Give me three good reasons to tell my audience why they should come to a beautiful noise.
One, everybody loves Neil Diamond, or you know somebody who loves Neil Diamond,
Okay.
or you know his music and don't know that it's Neil Diamond.
Okay.
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 And also, like I said, for all the fans, you're going to get the musical. You're going to get all the music, the sequence, the dancing, blah, blah, blah. But you're also going to get this beautiful two-character play as well. And it's the holiday. We'll be there during the holiday, the Thanksgiving season. So everybody, it's an uplifting, joyful sing-along time,
So it's
and
good for
we
the
all need
family.
that. I'm sorry?
Is it good for the family?
Yes, it's good for the family. We have young people come, of course, the older generation who just get to relive their younger days. We have a mixed crowd. It's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, so that's a beautiful noise. The Neil Diamond musical is coming to Chicago November 19th through 30th at the Cadillac Palace. Have you been to Chicago before?
This is a return engagement. We were here last year,
Oh, you did it
this time.
last year.
Yes, in Chicago, and we were invited back. So we're excited to be back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you were invited and back, you must have sold out a lot.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. They loved it, and we love them, and that's why we'll be back.
Did you get to eat some Chicago food? You got a
Abs-
preference? Are you looking forward to eating again?
I'm looking forward to the food. I'm a New Yorker, so I like to fold my pizza, but
Okay.
the deep dish was delicious.
Yeah, okay. So, Lisa Marie Renee Pitts, I'm going to go back and look at Straight Outta Compton again, and
Yes.
I'm going to find your television because I got it, and you gave me a reason to get a week's free of Audible so I can listen to all your books.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And I hope to meet you when you come here and I'm looking forward to seeing the play because I've been playing. Well, I'm 75, so I've been listening to Neil Diamond all my life. And like you say, I didn't know he wrote "I'm a Believer." Is that in the
Yeah.
play?
Yes, it is.
See,
Yes, it is.
like you said, it's stuff we heard we didn't know he wrote.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to the play, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. And thank you for your time, Lisa.
Thank you. A pleasure.
It was my pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.